would seem that the veterinary carnet indicating the due vaccination of your animals is not up to date and notarized.
Stop! You may not pass.
May I ask why not?
Miss, as the inopportune loitering of the Yukal nomads in town was proving to be disturbing the tranquility of the inhabitants, Mayor Bulakin has ordered access to Valsambor to henceforth be restricted to those presenting a duly stamped pass, which confers the authorization to access said town.
Look at me. Do I really look like a Yukal to you?
My dear young lady, your physiognomy is not sufficient. Only presentation of said municipal pass shall be acceptable.
But...
Without a pass, you shall not pass.
do I really need a pass?
Indispensable. So cease arguing and keep moving.
Must clean cabin so nuts get fine.
A checkpoint for the municipal employees. Nothing useful here. A stamp. Looks like something's missing, though. Over time, the stamp got imprinted into the leather. It looks like the Valsambor stamp. I can go inside this yurt.
Miss Catewalk will find everything that she seeks here.
Lion tourists liked Yukal's before. Yukal's not stay too long time around Valsambor.
Now all client tourists think Yukals are thieves.
Sir, excuse me.
Hello, miss. You're not actually from here. I can hear it. What on earth is a young American doing in our beautiful land? Business? Or perhaps tourism?
Oh, it's a long story, believe me.
I see. In any event, you must try and visit our town. You know, Valsambor is very charming this season. And may I suggest you drop by my tavern? It's the best restaurant in town.
Well, I'd love to, but unfortunately I learned that now I need a pass to get into Valsambor. I'm looking for someone who can help me get one.
Ah, yes, that's true. That's a pain it is. But you're actually in luck. I may be able to do something for you. This is my wife's pass. She's not well, so she couldn't come with me. The document is perfectly valid, except she forgot to get it stamped at the town hall.
And that's a problem?
I'm afraid so. Without the stamp, the document is worthless. Not that long ago, you just needed to get it officially stamped at the police checkpoint, over there at the camp gate. But there hasn't been anybody there since the town decided to come down hard on the Yukals.
So this pass is useless?
Not necessarily. You need to add a stamp that looks like the official Valsambor seal. The police aren't that sharp-sighted around here, I have to admit. Anyway, I didn't say a word. Good luck, miss. And don't forget to drop by my tavern when you're in Valsambor.
Hello.
Unuk Miss Catwalk. Need something from Forge?
Well, yes, I do. I need a stamp that has the same shape as the Valsambor seal and that I can use with the press at the camp gate.
Complicated. Need model. Tuk tuk. You have that, Miss Catwalk? Complicated. Smith also need wax for mold. Good junk. Stamp ready in not long time.
Apparently, I need to have the official Valsambor stamp on this for it to be accepted as official. No way. Let's try something else. Impossible. I forgot to ink the stamp. No way. This logo is exactly like the Valzenborg stamp. Ink. Ink. That's not right. Let's try something else. I have to find a way to attach the stamp or it'll fall out again. Only the stamp is missing. How practical. It doesn't work. Nothing. I have to find a way to attach the stamp or it'll fall out again. Only the stamp is missing. How practical. I have to find a way to attach the stamp or it'll fall out again. Nothing useful here. Only the stamp is missing. How practical. An old sponge. It's all dried out. So that's the famous lake that won't freeze anymore. Nothing useful here.
Hello, Miss Walker. Very happy to finally catch up with you.
Who are you?
Nick Cantin at your service, Miss Walker. Honorable detective from the East Coast, hired by your employer, Marson and Lormont, to frog march you back to New York. You're wanted there for a variety of infractions, misuse of funds, embezzlement, etc. That should do. It's a long list, Miss Walker.
What are you talking about?
You're accused of having embezzled the profits from the sale of the Vorarlberg factory, Miss Walker. To do so, you're suspected of taking advantage of the senility of one of the heirs, and even of having murdered him. I'm sure you'll agree that's a pretty good reason for you to go as far away as you can by train for months. In the cold and snow. But now I finally have you. Hold out your hands, please. They're waiting for us in New York, Miss Walker.
I'm not going with you. Do you hear? Leave me alone.
You're alone here without friends or acquaintances, and you have nowhere to go, Miss Walker. So be reasonable. Turn around and hold out your hands. Don't make me use force to restrain you. Mr. Marson? Finally, I have her. Yes, she is safe and sound. I have Miss Walker under control. I'll keep you informed of our progress. It'll take a day or two at most. I suppose there are a few procedural obstacles to overcome before we can leave the country.
Listen, All these things I'm accused of are completely untrue. Hans's murder, embezzlement. It's nonsense. And while we're wasting time here, I can't help the Ukels. And believe me, they really need it.
I am not your enemy, Miss Walker. If you haven't done anything like you say, it's in your interest to go back and defend yourself in court. There's nothing left for you to do here anyway. Not everyone here is your friend in these parts, I'm afraid.
Well, all right, Mr. Canton. You win.
I'm glad you're finally being reasonable, Miss Walker. Now we just need to wait for the representative of the regional military authorities for the administrative procedures. I don't think it'll take long to get our papers, so we can leave this place then.
How long do we have to wait? I've been through a lot over the last few months, you know. I'm recuperating. I'm still a bit weak.
Well, it could take a few hours at the outside.
Would you mind bringing me a glass of water? I don't feel too well. I feel a bit dizzy.
I'd have to leave you here in the meantime. I'm not sure that...
Please, Mr. Canton. I really think I'm going to faint.
Don't worry, Miss Walker. I'll see what I can do. But don't move.
Quick! I have to get free and get out of here while Canton is busy. It didn't break. God, I need to find something else. Useless. Unless I want to fracture Canton's skull with my hands behind my back, this does me no good. Free at last! All right, let's get out of here before Canton comes back.
Miss Walker! No, wait! I have an arrest warrant for this woman. Arrest her! Oh! My pass! Give it back to me! Immediately, you hear?
Are you okay, sir? One more step and you were in the drink.
Inon. Oh.
Pardon?
It's me, Captain Obo. Obo! Proud commander of the just as proud Crystal. So don't you, sir, me.
Well, delighted. Captain, I'm Kate Walker. I'm looking for Steiner's, the clockmaker.
If I fall in the water, Taylor, it'll be to go straight to hell. So don't fall in the water, sailor. You understand? Bastard's waiting for me.
Who are you talking about?
The monster of the lake is waiting for us all, miss. Everyone's time comes eventually. To finish the work. Come on, back in the fight. Because you can never lower your guard. Never.
A tavern.
I'd rather be left here on my own if
Three
you don't mind,
chickens
miss.
last. I bet.
Ah, miss,